That intro though, I had to bring it back. What's going on, guys? My name is DanBeforeTime, and welcome back to another No Man's Sky video. Yes, you heard that right. We are doing No Man's Sky today. So this is something that I get asked about frequently, and it's something that I think about quite often as well. But I was kind of up in the air about doing another No Man's Sky video until this morning when I jumped back on the game for the first time in months and months and actually sat down and played for an extended period of time. Now, so obviously Waking Titan is the topic that's on everybody's mind right now as far as things that are related to No Man's Sky, and it looks like we're going to have another pretty big update coming in August. So we'll talk a little bit about Waking Titan and the possible update, but I also wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight into why I stopped covering No Man's Sky for a while. Now, I did touch on this in a previous video, and at the time I said that I just didn't feel like I had anything to necessarily add to the conversation, and I didn't want to put out No Man's Sky videos just for the views, because believe it or not, No Man's Sky is still a hot topic to a certain extent on YouTube. Like, you can put out a No Man's Sky video and it's going to get a certain number of clicks and a certain number of likes just because it's still a semi-controversial subject. So while it was and still remains the truth that I don't want to put out No Man's Sky videos just for the views, what I wasn't upfront with you guys about was how much the controversy and negativity surrounding the game at that point began to really affect me on a personal level, and eventually that spilled over into my enjoyment of the game and making videos about the game. So what you guys have to understand is that before No Man's Sky came out and before I started making content on No Man's Sky, I was a tiny little channel that was doing mainly Overwatch videos. And then this game came out that allowed me to do different content that more fit who I felt I was inside as a person. It allowed me to be a little bit longer winded. It allowed me to take my time with thoughts and with opinions, and I really enjoyed doing those videos in the beginning. But as someone who started doing No Man's Sky videos with 150 subscribers and then having like one of my very first No Man's Sky videos click and skyrocket and go to, we're past 100,000 views now. I know that's little in the scheme of YouTube, but for somebody that was at 150 subscribers and then all of a sudden ballooning over 1,000 subscribers in a matter of weeks, it was so much to take in for me at the time. And going from like maybe five comments max on an Overwatch video to running through thousands and thousands of comments on a No Man's Sky video, and a good portion of them being just completely cancerous and negative, it takes a toll even if you don't intend to let it. So I got to a point where I just stopped reading them altogether, and I probably should have done it sooner, but there's a whole bunch of excitement that goes along with growing on YouTube as well, and it was the first taste of it that I ever got, so I wanted to read like every comment that I got and see what people were thinking and whether they liked it or not, but it just got to be too much. And so like I said, it really affected me, and I felt myself starting to become bitter about it because it's something that I really wanted to do and really felt like I should be enjoying, but I couldn't. So I just decided to step away from it altogether for a certain period of time. And honestly, that was the best thing I could have done, because now I look at it from an entirely different perspective. I have some separation from it, and now I'm a little more experienced in the YouTube game, and I kind of know how to handle things like that a little bit better now. So that's the story on why I haven't been covering it. And now let's move on to Waking Titan and why I decided to come back with a No Man's Sky video now. So as most of you guys probably already know that are watching this video, there's a big alternate reality game or augmented reality game called Waking Titan that is now confirmed to be tied to some kind of update that's coming in August for No Man's Sky. Now, what I'm not going to do is get into the details of Waking Titan in this video, because so many people have done it already and so many people have done it better than I could ever do it. What I will do is link some of my favorite channels down below in the description for you guys to check out. And I definitely suggest you do that if you're not sure what Waking Titan is, or if you know what it is and you want to get caught up on where exactly the game, as it were, exists right now. But basically, I was getting a lot of questions, both in the YouTube comments of my old No Man's Sky videos and also on Twitter, about people asking me my thoughts on whatever's going on and, you know, if I'm going to be playing the new update of No Man's Sky. So Waking Titan is something that I've been watching kind of from the sidelines. I'm extremely busy raising my daughter, so I don't have time day to day to be involved in the actual step-by-step process of solving this big mystery that's unraveling. But my buddies, other No Man's Sky YouTubers, we talk all the time and they keep me in the loop. And it's something that I've been getting more and more excited about as things go along. Not necessarily because of what's coming, because we don't really know what's coming. We don't know how big the update is going to be. We don't know what it's going to include. There's lots of speculation, including, you know, multiplayer. Some people think that there might be VR support that's announced. There's all kinds of theories flying about, but when it really comes down to it, we don't know. And that is exactly what excites me the most, because for the first time since before the game launched, I feel that sense of excitement and wonder and not knowing, and that not knowing is what is really, really exciting to me. It's the same as I felt before we knew that portals weren't active, when we were trying to solve portals as a community. And I don't want to get into whether that's right or wrong or best business practices or any of that. We can save that for a different discussion in different videos. At its purest form, that was exciting because of the question and the chase and the journey towards discovery. And that's what this game has always been about to me and signified to me. And that is when it was at its most special to me personally and when I was having the most fun. So all these feelings come bubbling back. And when I jumped on this morning and played it, it just came rushing back, and it all felt super familiar, but at the same time, that mystery was there again, thinking about, oh, this stuff might have actually meant something the whole way along. And there's a whole bunch of stuff, like I said, that we're not going to get into, but there's a whole bunch of clues looking back on it now that are in the game and have been in the game since the beginning that seems to suggest that some of this stuff might actually have been some form of a long plan. And that is not only pretty cool if that is the case, but also it just kind of bends my mind the more I go down into that rabbit hole. So basically, I just want this video to serve as a kind of reintroduction to No Man's Sky content on my channel. Now, I don't know exactly what form that content will take or what kind of schedule, if any, we'll be sticking to for No Man's Sky content, but the next Waking Titan update is set to hit in about a week and a half, so we'll definitely have some things to discuss. And in the meantime, we'll probably take a dive into a couple of those rabbit holes and discuss some different theories and possibilities. So let me know in the comments down below if there's anything you guys want me to cover specifically, and also just leave me your thoughts on Waking Titan in general and what you guys think of a possible No Man's Sky update in August. Do me a favor though, keep it constructive, keep it clean, the trolls will not be fed, at least not by me anyway. That's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I've been DanBeforeTime, you guys have been awesome, and until next time, enjoy your travels. Damn, that felt good to say.